Gee, suddenly Bill O'Reilly thinks our infrastructure problem is more important than Paris Hilton, and it only took 8 deaths.
Our hearts and our prayers go out tonight to the families and the friends of the victims.
Yesterday was a day of horror for this city.
The whole bridge just gave out and just completely fell.
Great loss, great loss. People lost their lives.
I thought I was going to die.
A man-made disaster in Minnesota. Regular folks killed after a major bridge collapses. The state was warned about that bridge. We will have a full report.
Why are you attacking something like this?
Because it's
vile. The debate, allows people
it's
to...
vile, that's what. Senator Chris Dodd, running for president, defends a vile website and unbelievable hatred.
I'm a little disappointed that you would give a hack like that a toehold.
Also, Dennis Miller will react to that Dodd conversation. Caution, you are about to enter the no-spin zone. The factor begins right now. Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thank you for watching us tonight. No talking points this evening because we have special coverage of the Minnesota bridge collapse. The reason this story is so compelling is that it could have happened to any of us. Driving on the nation's highways is taken for granted. The collapse of a massive bridge is an unexpected horror. At this point, at least 4 dead, 79 injured, as many as 30 missing. Those numbers change almost minute by minute. But there is no question that those caught up in the collapse will have vivid memories forever.
I looked in my rearview mirror and I saw the bridge and all the cars on it just dropping down out of sight.
The bridge just gave out. It was a total free fall the whole way down. My truck got torn in half. I cannot believe that I'm not paralyzed.
All I remember feeling is just feeling this boom, boom.
You are looking live at an absolute horror unfolding before our eyes.
Me and about 2 or 3 other men were actually taking the kids off of the bridge.
Everybody was scared, but they were all screaming, "We're going to go in the river, we're going to go in the river."
Everybody just came rushing down here. I saw several people crying, several people praying.
1 second it was there, and in the blink of an eye it was gone.
A bridge in America just shouldn't fall down.
Our hearts and our prayers go out tonight to the families and the friends of the victims of one of the most tragic nights in the history of Minneapolis.
Well, tonight we'll hear some of the dramatic stories of survival, and we'll investigate why the bridge collapsed and whether it should have been prevented. We begin with Jay Reynolds and his daughter, 11-year-old Olivia. Olivia was one of the 52 kids on the school bus, you may have seen it in the video, that was driving across the bridge when it went into the water. Now, the bus veered out, and it was almost right on the edge of the collapsed bridge. Mr. Reynolds didn't know where Olivia was for almost an hour. First of all, did you know Olivia, that was Olivia's bus on the bridge when this whole thing broke, Mr. Reynolds?
No, actually I didn't, Bill. I actually heard it over the radio as I was returning home from work. It was shortly thereafter that I received a phone call from her grandmother stating that she actually talked to Olivia via cell phone from one of the students that was also on the bus. At that point, I really had no idea what actually happened or what occurred in the situation of my daughter or anybody else in that situation.
So what did you do? Did you just sit tight at home? What did you do?
Absolutely not. What I actually did was I literally dropped the phone, looked for my car keys, went to my car and tried to get to the scene as quickly as possible. And from that point, try to find any ways and means to try to find my daughter.
All right, but you couldn't get close to the scene. Obviously, the police and the authorities had everything walled off. When you got down there close enough, was there any relief for you at all, or did you think Olivia had been hurt?
No, actually, once I got down there, like you said, the authorities stopped me before I could get any further to the site. And luckily, Olivia actually contacted me from the same cell phone to ensure me that she was okay.
Okay, so she called you from the bus. Excellent. Now, Olivia, that was very smart of you to do. Now, what happened to you on the bus? Can you describe it for us?
We were just riding. We were halfway over, and we were close to the end, and then all of a sudden we heard a big boom, and then we just started falling, and everyone was screaming or crying, and I was ducking down, and then it was just really scary because everything was shaking and jerking.
Now, did you think that you were going to die?
Yes, I actually did.
Were you hurt at all?
Yes, I have a bruised chest and I have whiplash on my neck.
Now, did you say your prayers, or what did you do when you finally realized that this was a very serious situation?
I cried, and then I really wanted to call my mom and dad.
Okay, so you were focused on your mother and father. Well, Olivia, it was almost a miracle. You could see, Mr. Reynolds, how close that bus was to going over the edge of the bridge that had collapsed into the Mississippi River. I mean, we're only talking a matter of a few feet here.
Bill, it's like the hand of God reached down and guided that bus down to where it was. And, to protect these children, it's unimaginable. It's a miracle to me that most of those kids walked away almost unscathed.
Yeah, 52 of them, and they're all okay. A few of them, Olivia has a little bruise, but when you get that close, Olivia, you just thank God and just hug your dad and mom, and we're so glad that you're okay. And it was very smart of you, Olivia, to get the cell phone and call your parents. Thanks very much, Mr. Reynolds, Olivia, for appearing with us. And now we're going to go on the phone to St. Paul, where we have Peter Siddons, who was on the bridge as it was collapsing.